Alright, good morning everybody here in the Vending Tycoons page. Now I'm not going to change the claw, but we are going to discuss how the process of how it's done. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, I seen a post over in another vending page yesterday afternoon. People was wanting to know how to change the claw. If it's the same solenoid like this, you won't have to replace the coil, obviously, or change it out. But if it's meant for that machine, then you got the same coil. All you have to do is just swap out the claw. And what you got to do, these screws up here at the top on the cap of the claw, these screws have to come out. Now, once you take that screw, take this cap off, then the coil will come out. But to make it easier, you want to put a plate on your claw machine and then drop the claw down. And then you go ahead and proceed in taking the screws off. Now, various machines do come with spare claws. And we'll play the clean sweep here in just a second, though. So, now, my Extreme Super Mini did not come with that M3. I ordered it like that. I wanted the bigger claw, but they actually did send the regular claw that's supposed to be with it. See, any mini claw like this, I mean, this is still a Super Mini claw machine. So, guess what? The Super Minis come with the little standard size M1 claw. So, that is something I wanted to point out. I mean, it's the same way. You got screws around the cap of the claw. Again, if you're changing the claw out to a bigger one by yourself, even on a mini claw, you want to drop the claw, and then, of course, you'd want to use that same coil, just swap it over, and then you'll be good to go. Excuse me. Dang, sinuses are driving me nuts today. But, yeah. But then, people also wonder, are these claws adjustable? Yes, they are. You see this ring? Even my E-Lot's got it. That ring right there. And what that ring is responsible for doing is telling you how far that claw will close. So you slide it up. You see that gap right there between the claw fingers? The higher you slide this ring, the bigger that gap gets. So, I mean, it's something... I mean, it's the principle to actually share what you know. See? Same thing here. Got a nice size gap here. The higher you slide that ring, the wider that gap gets. So, does it necessarily, the biggest question is people raise, does it make it harder for you to win? Yes and no. But, again, that would also depend on the size of plus you got in your machine. So we'll play this one, for example, just kind of give you an idea. Let's go for Hey Hey from Moana. Boom. See that? It doesn't stop it. But what it does do, when you slide that ring up, it actually prevents your claw fingers from becoming rounded off or jagged at the tips of the claw, and it lowers your risk from people getting their prize stuck on the edge of the claw. Again. And if you see a claw that doesn't close all the way, go for something larger if you can. Now, the original claw for the Moonlight Catcher also has that ring. Now, let me pick this claw up here, and I'll show you. See? It's got that gap. And I did that for the sole purpose from preventing the claw fingers on the edge from getting rounded off or becoming jagged. Now, this is my brother's 97 clean sweep. It also has that ring. And like I said, the higher you slide those rings, the wider the gap between the claw fingers become. Okay. Now, put another 50 cents in to make it even $2 put into the machine. All right. Now, that looks good. Got him. Perfect grab. Let's go for that bear. Nope. How I knew that claw hit that bear there.
There's no limit to what you can win.
Spun away. Hit that. Okay, here we go. And right there, it hit that tiger. The best way to win that tiger, if you can hook the claw right there on its hind legs. Gotta look on it again. Nope. Pushed it down that time, I think.
Try again! You can do
it! Ah. Interesting enough. And you'll see that gap between the claw.
Nice try! You can do it! There's no limit to what you can win!
Okay. Now,
Try again! You can do it!
turned away from it on that one.
Nice try! You can do it! There's no limit to what you can win! Try again! You can do it!
A little fun fact about these rainbow claws. Certain ones have the rings that you can slide up and down. The toy shop claw does not. Okay, keep that in mind. And then we'll get to how to mod a rainbow claw to a moonlight catcher here in just a minute. Yeah, he ain't going anywhere.
Excellent! You won!
It's time for Mr. Smurf right here. Now, kind of pushed him down. Of course.
Try again! You can do it!
Same result.
Nice try! You can do it!
That was a bad grab, bad landing, but still got him.
Excellent! You won!
Ooh.
There's no limit to what you can win!
Okay. Maybe. Pushed him down. Ooh. Yeah, that kind of pushed it down. Okay.
Try again! You can do it!
Let's go for that cat back here. Boom. He ain't going anywhere. That's got him all day long.
Excellent! You won!
Okay. Now, everybody's been wondering how I modded my moonlight catcher with a rainbow claw. Well, let me tell you, the process was long and kind of difficult, but, you know, it can be done. But, so I did actually, because these connectors on the rainbow coil is something like those, connectors right back here in the back left corner of my machine. Something similar to those anyways. So you guys know that there's no connectors at the end of the coil wire. There's actually behind this cover, you got little flathead screws you got to loosen in order to connect that coil to the gantry to make it work and vice versa. So I had to cut that one end off and then splice it. That way, this rainbow claw would now become compatible with my moonlight catcher. Though typically you do not see rainbow claws in a moonlight catcher, okay? Not heard of. And then, because the kind of magnet this claw has in it, you have to weaken your claw. Otherwise, it's not going to pay attention to payout or anything like that. And of course, with something light, it's not going to anyway, because this kind of magnet, that claw gets a secure grab. It's a win. So, Okay. I'm going to throw 10 plays on it and kind of give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Okay. Okay. Alright. So with things like this guy, yes, the claw will grab it, but I'll show you what it does. When it does grab it, see that? Anything heavy, that rainbow claw is going to rig it because of how I got the machine set. And anything light, like I said, anything light, the claw is not going to pay attention to payout if it gets a secure grab on it. I'm going to take the claw, knock that guy off. Okay, there's that. All right. So something like that that sprocket down in here. Perfect. See? See what I mean? It gets a good grab on something like that. It seals the deal for the win. Got another win. Perfect. See? So if you ever mod a claw machine with a rainbow claw, put stuff heavy in it, or bigger, and it'll do that. Bless you. It's quite fascinating to see a rainbow claw do that, honestly, because this is just something I ain't heard of. Okay. I don't know if that monkey's gettable. Try for it again, though. Nah. Okay. But like I said, you go for stuff heavy. See that? With a rainbow claw, it's going to pay attention to pay out with bigger stuff. Okay. I hope you guys got something out of that. Play one more time. Alright, guys. Have a great day and God bless. Hope you guys got something out, get some useful information out of this video. And we'll see you next time.